I'd hate to be out here at 95.
You know, that's what separates the men from the boys and the train.
I did bond run at about 103.
Yeah.
And they said don't use air conditioner if you can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just harder on the cars and the engines.
Yeah.
So I didn't. So I'm at 103 in a Corvette with no air conditioning. Oh man, Chris, I tell you what, I was drinking. I bet I drank 3 gallons of water.
Yep.
I bet I drank 3 gallons. I saw 110 here one time.
110 miles per hour?
Today, yeah.
What's that, degrees? Or miles per hour?
110 miles an hour. The thing about race cars, but I'd imagine this is a fairly capable car, Chris.
Oh, for sure. Surprisingly fast, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't have the big motor, you know, it's 460 horse, but you know, it's plenty fast in my mind.
Traction and stability control coming on.
What do you think, Chris?
It's good.
You like it?
Oh yeah. All this stuff kind of flows together a bit more with speed, you know, and we're still nice and smooth on the brakes, off the brakes, getting into the corner, coming out of the corner.
Well, that's one thing I would say, Chris, it's really obvious. If you're going to drive fast, you got to use your brake as much as your throttle, right? You got to be holding speed in the corners and then brake hard, you know, and you can't you know, you just got to get speed and then shed speed, get speed and shed speed.
Even in transitions like that, we're fairly smooth. You know, that weight transfer, it's not jerky. If you jerk it at all, then it really upsets the car.
Right on.
So we can cool it down unless you want to do another one.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We've kind of shown what the car can do. I saw 131. I don't know about you, but
I don't usually look at the speedometer. I look at the track.
You were doing a $131 there on that last lap.
Yeah, and honestly, that was still fairly tame. I mean, this car can do a lot more, but it's just to show you that when you do all that vision stuff and you're smooth, you can really when it comes to the smoothness, a big part of it is just controlling weight distribution. That's really where the value comes into that, right? So you have a tire can only can only give a certain amount of grip. When you put more weight on it, it can increase the ability, the contact patch like Gary was talking about, and allow you to have more grip.
Right.
So if you come into this second here, if you come into a corner and you're very jerky, you're spiking the weight on a tire, and you're basically overloading what it can handle, and then you'll start to slide whatever corner that is.
Right.
So by being smooth, you're stepping on, you know, I kind of look at it as a scale, because you can look, if we were doing this on a scale, you're changing the actual weight numbers on each corner, and you're pressing on it and getting it close to that limit, instead of like jumping on it and having it bounce all over the place. And that makes for a much more stable car, a much more calm experience, and in general a faster, quicker lap.
Right. Well, that was fun.
Good. I'm glad. Thanks for letting me take you out. And again, it's really hard to process all of that stuff just by verbiage, you know what I mean? You know, showing it and seeing that from the first time we went out, and then this time, it just allows you to see, okay, this is what you're telling me to do, this is how I'm doing it, but still we're doing it slightly differently, and that will pay dividends throughout the rest of the day.